Hi everyone. Summer hasn't ended yet. We still have about a week, so don't get any weird ideas. It's not autumn yet, but it is time to start preparing for autumn. And one of the things that people like to bring out for autumn are the Halloween strobe lights, which in 3% of the population can be a really, really bad idea, so people need to talk accordingly and also work accordingly to my coffee cup is in the frame. People need to talk accordingly, they need to communicate with each other. And so, anyway, today I took another first aid course, this time Seizure first aid. Since there were no classes in my general area, I decided to take the online assessment through the Epilepsy Foundation. I will, of course, send the link in the description. Look below, above the comments, but underneath the video. And just basic first aid questions. Would you be able to recognize a seizure that isn't the tonic-clonic seizure in which a person loses consciousness, may fall, may emit an utteral bit of a grunt, and of course the jerking and stiff movements and or loss of certain bodily functions? Would you be able to tell if someone is having an absence seizure? And for the class, they show people having both tonic-clonic seizures as well as an absence seizure and a generalized seizure in which the person does not lose, they don't fall over or anything, but you will definitely see that they're not exactly there. And you will then be able to, at the end, go through 5 questions and know that you are somewhat more educated on how to help other people, keeping in mind that 1 in 26 people will develop epilepsy in their lifetimes. The 3 basic tenets of seizure first aid are stay, as in stay with them, talk to them. Don't jerk them around, don't put things in the mouth because that's a bad idea and you might find yourself bleeding. Oops. And of course, just talk to them. Try not to panic yourself because that's not going to help anything. If it goes on longer than 5 minutes or it's a brand new seizure, make sure that you call 911 or your local emergency phone number if you are not in the US. And of course, stay with the person. Do everything in your power to let them know that you are there, they are safe, you are right there for them. If there's something blocking their mouths, do the little Scooby-Doo, but only if something is blocking their mouths and stops them from breathing. And then, of course, safe, as in keep them safe. If a person, for example, is on the ground and it's a rainy day and they have a puddle like right close, you want to get them away from the puddle because that little bit of water could actually drown them. So, and by the way, water up your nose, the whole drowning sensation is not pleasant for anyone, and it's not pleasant to watch. And of course, at the end of the seizure, turn them onto their side. Gently take their arm, gently move them onto their side, move their knees up a little bit, but otherwise, they're gonna have to, if it's a tonic-clonic seizure, you do not want your arms and legs involved during the whole tonic-clonic seizure or any other part of you. And do not touch them, do not try to put pressure on their body to keep them from moving. That's not going to be good for anyone. Yet again, do not put things in the mouth. That's how people end up bleeding. Also, you can mess up their teeth. And a lot of people with epilepsy, because the medications they take and the pressure that the mouth goes under during a seizure, especially if you're a tooth grinder, can go through a lot of crap. So, by the way, if you have epilepsy, with the medications and everything else, definitely see a doctor at least once a year. I would say every 6 months. Brush your teeth. I like the biofilm toothpaste. They seem to be doing a good job restoring my tooth enamel. Just letting y'all know. I think I actually talked about that in an earlier video. Hey, I'm trying this. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm thinking of trying the Crest whitening system. They have one that apparently goes for a week and is extremely brightening, so I'm going to see if my enamel is enough for that, because I don't want any breakage. And I don't want any more jaw surgeries, because those hurt. Um, I had to have 6 teeth taken out because I broke them during another one of my seizures, and also managed to clench my jaw really, really tight and was having issues. So I had to have surgery on that. So, yeah, it does a lot to your body. So, anyway, you will go, there's a website, First Aid for Seizures Procedure at epilepsy.com, and it takes about half an hour, but you can get yourself, you can know that you are trained for seizure first aid, and if you have any questions, talk to your friendly epileptic person with epilepsy. Anyway, you are loved. Thanks so, so much for everything and for sticking by. Oh, and by the way, this summer I managed to get my ankles into water, so still a little petrified of water after my own drowning incident, but I've gotten my ankles in. We'll see if next year I can get in up to my knees and maybe even my hips.